Today is Thursday, April 24th, 2026, and today is National Pigs in a Blanket Day, which feels like someone looked at food and decided smaller, wrapped, and slightly more complicated. Welcome to Wait That's Random, This Day in History. I'm your host, C.L. Burns, voice actor, audiobook narrator, and your guide through the odd and unexpected corners of history. Let's dive in. Today in 1800, the Library of Congress was established. At the time, it wasn't massive. It wasn't what you'd picture today. It was a relatively small collection of books created to support lawmakers, something practical, focused, and limited in scope. But what makes it interesting? Because it didn't start as a symbol of knowledge, it started as a tool, something specific. And over time, it grew, expanded, added to piece by piece until it became one of the largest collections of information in the world. And moments like that don't usually feel big at the beginning. They only look that way later, once everything has been built on top of them. And sometimes instead of building something piece by piece, people try to claim something all at once. At one point, someone claimed legal ownership of the land on the moon. Not by going there, not by discovering it, but by identifying a gap in the system, a loophole. There was no clear laws preventing someone from making a claim. So, they did. Filed the paperwork, declared ownership, and technically there wasn't an immediate way to reject it. Which raises a strange question. What actually makes something yours? Is it presence, control, recognition? Because without agreement, ownership becomes unclear. And what makes this stand out isn't just the claim, it's that it forced people to think about rules that hadn't been fully defined yet. And sometimes instead of legal systems or claims, something spreads simply because people enjoy it. And while this doesn't have a specific date tied to it, in the early 1970s, coin-operated video games started appearing in arcades. At first, they were simple, basic visuals, limited interaction. But something about them worked. People played. They came back. And over time, more machines appeared. More games, more variation. Until it wasn't just a novelty. It was a place people went. A routine. An experience. And what makes this moment stand out isn't just the technology. It's how quickly it caught on. Because some things don't need to be perfect. They just need to connect. And once they do, they grow fast. And while some things grow over time, others stand out because of how consistently they hold attention. Barbra Streisand was born on April 24th, 1942. She became known for a voice and presence that people recognized almost immediately. And that kind of recognition doesn't happen by accident. It builds over time, through consistency, through a style that doesn't try to match everything else. Because sometimes what stands out most is something that stays distinct. It's interesting how these don't seem connected at first, but kind of are. A small collection grows into something massive. A claim that is made before the rules fully exist. And a simple idea spreads until it becomes part of everyday life. It makes you wonder how often something becomes real, just because people accept it, build on it, or return to it. Anyway, those are a few of the things that stood out as I went through April 24th. Stop by tomorrow and we'll see what the next day decides to bring. If you'd like to hear more of my work or explore the books and projects I've been a part of, you can find it all at waitthat'srandom.com. I'm C.L. Burns, and I appreciate you stopping by. I'll see you tomorrow.